We all have our goals in life. Iba-iba yung mga gusto nating gawin, iba-iba yung mga gusto nating bilhin, iba-iba yung mga gusto nating ma-achieve sa buhay natin. And for today, I'm going to share with you some practical financial goals that you should be working on for each decade of your life. But before I share kung ano ba yung mga financial goals natin dapat during our 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, I would like to say that these are general advice, general financial goals that you can work on. Of course, personal finance is personal, so take what applies to you and work on what you believe is most important in your life. So let's start with our 20s. So ano ba dapat ang financial goals natin kapag 20s? Kakasimula pa lang natin magtrabaho, and it makes sense that our first financial goal should really be learning the habit of saving and building our emergency fund. Recommended na 6 months worth of our expenses ang maipon natin for our emergency fund. But more than working on to reaching our goal amount, I think it's more important to also be aware and intentional in learning the habit of saving. Because if you learn the habit of saving, if you are able to save every month regularly, that can later on be beneficial when you start investing. The second practical financial goal that you can have during your 20s is to be a responsible credit card user. Wala ka pang utang, so madali pa mag-apply ng credit card. Of course, ang priority natin is to build our savings, but you'll most likely receive a pre-approved credit card or maaalo ka ng credit card. My advice is to get one with no annual fees, and then be a responsible credit card user, meaning you can use your credit card but make sure that you pay in full every month. This is a great way to build your credit history para later on in your life, if you need to apply for a home or an auto loan, ay maganda ang credit score natin. The third practical financial goal that you can have during your 20s is to study the different types of paper assets. Hindi kasi tinuturo to sa college or sa school. How does the stock market work? How do mutual funds work? Ano-ano ba yung mga iba't ibang mga paper assets where we can invest our money. Pwede na rin tayong mag-start na mag-invest, pero my advice is to first learn, first study, before you put any money into an investment. So this is a good time to attend seminars, read books, watch videos online so that you can expand your knowledge pagdating sa mga iba't ibang financial products, financial investments. The fourth one na financial goal that you can have in your 20s is to strive to live a healthy lifestyle. Tama naman yung sinasabi nila na health is wealth. Kaya dapat during our 20s, we learn to live a healthy lifestyle para later on in our life, syempre magastos pag magkasakit, additional expense yung maintenance medicine kung maaga kang mabigyan, ma-prescribe ng doktor mo. Eat healthily, make good choices pagdating sa nutrition natin. Make sure that you get enough sleep and enough exercise. And last practical financial goal that you can have in your 20s is to actually start saving and investing for your retirement fund. So kung alam mo na, tapos ka na mag-aral or naiintindihan mo na yung mga iba't ibang investments, particularly you know how the stock market works or you know how mutual funds work, then you can open an account and put even just a little amount towards those investments because those are the recommended investments if you're building a retirement fund. Pagdating ng mid or late 20s mo, you can already start putting a little bit more money towards an equity fund or the stock market para ito na yung magsisilbing retirement fund mo later on. Pagdating naman sa 30s, this is the time where we usually have major changes in our life. Pwedeng late 20s or early 30s, this is the time where we consider getting married. Dito rin tayo nag-iisip na bumili ng sarili nating bahay. Usually, yung first major purchase natin na sasakyan or kotse ay dito rin sa panahon na to or decade na to nangyayari. So, ang practical financial goal that we can have or I can recommend is to really work on building your professional career. Kasi itong mga financial goals na to, kailangan ito ng malaking pera, kailangan ito ng fund. So it makes sense that we should build a strong cash flow, a steady income. Pwede pa siguro nung 20s tayo na nagka-company hopping tayo, pero siguro pagdating ng 30s, we should at least be able to stay loyal in a company if we are working, or if we do decide to go freelance or start a business, ay dapat sinisimulan na natin to. It's also recommended to build multiple sources of income para hindi rin tayo masyadong nakadepend sa isang source lang. Hindi tayo nakadepend sa trabaho lang natin or hindi lang tayo nakadepend sa profession or sa business natin for our cash flow. It's always good to diversify our sources of income. So 30s is really about building our cash flow. Another financial goal that you can have in your 30s is to get insurance. Kasi we also want some financial protection pagdating sa future natin, especially if we are planning to get married. So mas mura pa ang life insurance during your 30s kesa kukunin mo pa siya in the future. Itong insurance policy na kukunin natin, it can also be in the form of a health insurance which can be our long-term healthcare plan sa pagtanda natin. And lastly, this is also a good time to build your asset portfolio, yung paper asset portfolio. Hopefully, nakasimula tayong mag-invest for our retirement during our 20s and 30s. Ang practical goal lang natin is palakihin pa yung ating investment. Pwede tayong mag-diversify din. Kung puro stocks or equities lang yung investment natin, we can also explore mga balance fund, mga government bonds, etc. The 30s is a good time to do a little bit of experimenting on the different types of investments kasi meron pa tayong time para bumawi if ever we make a mistake, malugi, or meron tayong gustong i-explore na high risk na investment. So make the most out of your 30s by still studying, still learning, but continue in building your investment portfolio. Pagdating naman sa 40s, ang magiging focus mo dyan ay yung iyong retirement. It's really about preparing and designing your retirement life. Hopefully, you are already financially stable and you are able to achieve some of your early goals in life. Yung mga pangarap mo nung 20s ka, nung 30s ka ay unti-unti mo nang na-achieve or may mga na-achieve ka na dun sa mga yon. In your 40s, it's a good time to think of passive income opportunities. Kasi pag nag-retire ka, hindi ka na magtatrabaho or at least you will stop working for money. You will start working for your passion. And we want to have multiple sources of income during our retirement. Dapat hindi lang yung pension, yung source of income natin. Ang mga popular sources of passive income that we can build during our 40s is number 1, real estate. Pwede tayong mag-invest sa mga rental properties na later on pwede nating paupahan and that will be our source of income. Pangalawa is building a business. Kung busy tayo sa work natin, you can consider franchising a business para meron tayong income from business dividends. If you're on the artistic or scientific side, pwede kang mag-invent or mag-innovate ng isang product and you can earn from royalties. You can compose a song, write a book, which again can give you royalty income. And also, during your 40s, medyo meron na tayo dapat vision kung ano ba yung gusto nating buhay when we retire. So, have a good idea or a general idea of what your retirement life would be. Saan mo ba gusto eventually mag-retire? Do you want to go to the province? Do you want to stay in the city? Magtatrabaho ka pa ba pag nag-retire ka? Meaning, you'll do some consultancy work? Or will you enter politics? Or are you going to start a business? Or are you just going to stay at home, tend to a farm? Or are you going to travel with your spouse around the world, etc.? So it's good to daydream. It's good to have a vision of what you want to do during your retirement dahil since you're just in your 40s, there will be a lot of time to prepare financially for those goals, and definitely it will make the chances of you achieving those dreams higher. Ngayon, nasa 50s ka na. Ano ba dapat ang mga financial goals mo? What are the practical things that you should work on? Well, number 1, you check on your retirement plan. Tingnan mo, are you in line or are you on course towards achieving yung mga naset mo or na-envision mo na goals mo upon retirement? Also, during your 50s, it's recommended that you are able to eliminate your liabilities. Yung mga home loan, car loan, dapat matatapos mo na siyang bayaran during this time. Dapat before ka pa mag-retire ay lahat ng mga long-term debts mo ay nabayaran mo na. And then, lastly, hopefully, you are able to establish yung mga additional sources of income mo upon retirement. Meaning yung na-mention ko during the 40s na may business ka na or meron ka ng paupahan or rental property, or you're earning on the side from royalties, or even you've invested sa portfolio mo mga dividend-paying assets. Again, it's important not to fully rely sa pension na makukuha natin upon retirement dahil from observation, kulang na kulang yung ibibigay sa atin na pera ng pension. Dapat meron tayong additional sources of income. And now we are in our 60s and beyond. So, ano pa ba yung mga pwede nating financial goals during this time? Actually, marami pa. Kasi marami ka pang pwedeng gawin, malakas ka pa niyan. There are still a lot of things that you can do. However, ano ba yung mga practical financial goals that you can have during this decade? First of all, it's time to think about your legacy planning. Siyempre, hindi natin alam, life is unpredictable. Mas maganda na during this time, we have prepared a last will and testament. We have enough funds or insurance coverage to help our family in paying estate taxes, and all those other financial stuff na would be required pagdating sa end of life natin. Mahihirapan ba financially yung family mo kapag may mangyari sa'yo? That's a hard question to answer, but it's important that you are able to face kung ano man yung mga kailangan mong gawing task to be able to minimize the financial impact of your death with your family. And lastly, in your 60s and beyond, a financial goal that you should have is to enjoy the money that you've earned through the years as much as you can. Enjoy your life, enjoy your bonding moments with your family and friends. Use the retirement fund that you have to invest in memories with them. So, yung mga binigay natin today are just general advice, general goals that we can have for each decade of our life. There will be people who might feel na they are behind. 30s ka na pero hindi mo pa nagagawa yung mga nabanggit natin na 20s na goal. And that's okay. Lahat tayo, we are running our own race. Personal finance is personal. What's important is that you're now aware that you're lagging and you can definitely start working on those goals now. Ang advice ko lang is don't let yourself lag too much behind because there might come a time na it's already too late for you to achieve your financial goals. I hope you enjoyed our video and see you again next week. Bye-bye!